Hey, what is up guys? And today we are here back in Car Mechanic Simulator and we have this. If you've not been living underneath a rock, you would know what this is. This is the Mclaren F1. It's not a replica, it is an actual F1 that I found in a junkyard that somehow has 130,000 miles, which doesn't make sense, but that's okay. So today we're going to be rebuilding this, and we're going to just kind of see how much money I can get for this. So we're going to put it over on the lift and get looking at it, because I do believe it's worth around 15 million when it's done. I don't fully remember, but I think it's around there. So we'll find out when it's done though. And it does use the Pagani V12. There's the I think it's the Lamborghini Miura. It has a V12, but it's actually two inline-6 engines put together, like two generic Car Mechanic Simulator generic engines put together. I was like, oh, well, it's kind of surprising. Like, again, I thought they would have used the Pagani V12 or something, but no. They used two inline-6s. But anyway, we've cleaned up the interior, we've cleaned up the frame, and it just looks so much better. That beautiful volcano orange. Well, not exactly, but close enough, I guess. In Car Mechanic Simulator. I don't think we're really going to get much closer in this game. So, it looks good though. How much is it worth now? A little under 1.1 million. It was at 1.1 million, but we took off the panels it had. So, does it even have any interior bits? I think it's only that middle seat. Well, I didn't want body panels. I think it's literally that middle seat in the steering wheel. Okay. Alright, let's see what body panels we fixed. We got the hood, we got the door, we got the trunk, we have the headlight, and we have the mirror. Nice. Okay, so we fixed up all the parts we had currently on it, so that's a plus. Alright, so as you saw, we couldn't put back on this little side door and the rear panel because they were trashed still, so we weren't able to fix them. So let's go ahead and buy the parts we need to fully fix this car on the exterior. Alright, there we go. As you can see, I put all the parts and panels on. So now, with all of the exterior bits on, and the more expensive ones on, because that'll create a larger profit for me. Let's see how much it's worth now, with just exterior pieces on it. Oh! $7.5 million. Alright guys, well that's it. No. We'll be rebuilding this car fully. Don't Alright, so as you can see, all of the suspension is gone. All we have left is stuff from the engine bay because I can't get the radiators out, nothing in the engine bay. But you saw me take off the clutch plate and stuff as well, and that's because since I already had to take off the transmission, I figured I was already back there, so why not? So I took all that stuff off while I was already back there. I cannot get to the engine. It's right there. Just why? Why does the game make it so complicated? Alright, so what we do is take out that servo and take out the radiators. Now everything from there should be done. All we have to do is lift the engine out. So we gotta go over to our engine crane, put on lifter A, and yoink the engine out, and bam, that's all done. Look at that. Nice. So, I would say for now, let's just repair all these parts and get them all done and ready. So when we have to do the suspension, we can just kind of slap it all back in. For the radiators up here, those are the only things that won't be done because they have to be from the engine bay. So, but except for the transmission and the drive shafts to the transmission, everything underneath is done and ready to go. So let's go ahead and quickly do the stuff in the engine bay, get that done. And that stuff's done. So that all took a couple seconds. Alright, so let's go ahead and tear this engine down and then rebuild it. And just like that, the engine is 100% complete. Now you can go ahead and take it off of the stand and put it back into the car, fully completed. Alright, so now what we can do is lift it back up. While that's lifting up, we can go through and buy the suspension bits, so we can do this. And I think I actually have those. I think I have, oh yeah, no, I have way more than enough. I just need the springs. Alright, now the suspension's built. Let's go ahead and go into the wheels and tires. Alright, there we go. So all of that is done. So now all we have to do is lower the car and see what else we have to do to it, because I don't think there's much else, to be honest. Global parts condition, 99%. Are you kidding me? What am I missing? I'm missing something. Ooh, a fuel pump. I forgot the fuel pump. If I have to be under the car for this, I swear. How did I forget the fuel pump? Oh, I can do it from the engine bay, yes. Perfect, okay. Now the car should be 100% done. Oops. We throw in the clamshell. We have to open the trunk to put on the engine cover. So that's all done. Now all we have to do is fill it up with oil, see what it makes on the dyno, and then we can go ahead and paint it and then sell it. Alrighty. It took a lot of scrolling, but the F1 plates are here. Look at that. Alright, so let's go ahead and move it to the dyno. I just want to see how much power this car is making. So stock, the car is making 679 horsepower, 471 foot-pounds of torque. Let's see what it's making now. It's now making 1,179 horsepower and 751 foot-pounds of torque. I do really like this orange. Now, he could have went with larger wheels in the front, but as I said, I went with the bigger, like more expensive stuff for this car. So let's keep that same orange. So yeah, it looks kind of weird, but it upped the price of the car a lot. As you can tell by the status, it is 100% done. All we have to do is do the interior on it, and then sell it. Go. Okay, so now the interior is fully assembled. Everything is done 100%. Let's see how much money this car is worth. Excuse me. 10 million. I was 5 million off, but still, that's a lot of freaking money. Well, guys, as you can tell, it's a little scuffed in the front, but that's okay. I will be selling this car, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe for more content, and with another car down and another $10 million in my pocket, I hope to see you guys in the next episode.